In 1513, a Spanish chronicler named Fray Martín del Alcázar wrote of a city that removed itself from history. He did not write for kings, explorers, or patrons of conquest. He wrote quietly, in isolation, recording something he believed was never meant to endure. Not because it was false, but because it was dangerous to remember for too long. Alcázar never claimed to have seen the city himself. Instead, he described testimonies, accounts gathered from traders, guides, and survivors who spoke only reluctantly and never twice in the same way. What unsettled him was not their inconsistency, but their certainty. He did not describe the city's destruction, nor its conquest, nor punishment by God or nature. There was no fire, no flood, no war. What he described was intention, a collective decision carried out slowly and deliberately to disappear. His manuscript survives today only in fragments, pages scattered across archives, sentences misfiled under the wrong regions, references dismissed as metaphor, allegory, or moral fiction. For centuries, scholars assumed Alcázar was warning against pride or heresy. Yet Alcázar insisted he was documenting testimony, not imagination. He wrote as a man afraid of accuracy, afraid that writing too clearly might itself be a form of harm. One sentence appears again and again, copied word for word without elaboration. He never explained it. He never defended it. He simply repeated it, as though repetition itself were the only safe way to preserve the idea. This city was abandoned by memory. Not destroyed, not lost by accident, not forgotten through neglect. Abandoned, intentionally, collectively, and completely. Maps from the early 15th century reveal something strange, a blank space where rivers should converge, where trade routes should intersect. Cartographers did not label it unknown. They did not mark it dangerous. They left it empty, as though instructed not to look closer. Empires fall loudly. They leave ruins, records, descendants, grievances. Their collapse generates noise that echoes for centuries. This city left none of that. It vanished without resistance, without aftermath, without a scar on the land. Its name appears once in Alcázar's work, never referenced again, never cross-indexed, never repeated by later chroniclers, as if even writing it down was an act that required restraint. Yalun'kai, a name that does not translate cleanly. Linguists have argued it may not have been a name at all, but a state of being, something closer to remaining, or continuing, or holding. According to Alcázar, the city did not grow outward over centuries. It appeared complete, already ancient when neighboring cultures were still forming. Its origins were unknown even to its own people. They did not speak of founders. They spoke only of maintenance. Stonework beneath the visible city suggests multiple abandoned foundations, as if Yalun'kai had been rebuilt repeatedly in the same place, each time more carefully than before, each time correcting something that had almost gone wrong. Its streets curved inward, subtly but deliberately. Sound did not travel far. Voices returned to their speakers. Words were difficult to release into the distance. Secrets were difficult to keep. Buildings were angled to deny long shadows. Even at solstice, darkness never lingered. Light was not symbolic here. It was practical, necessary, engineered. The people of Yalun'kai believed shadow was where memory weakened, where details slipped, where repetition failed, where history became vulnerable. Their architecture was not aesthetic, it was defensive. Channels carved into stone floors puzzled archaeologists centuries later. They were too narrow for drainage, too widespread for ceremony alone. They ran beneath temples, markets, meeting halls, and homes, always present, always clean. Alcazar was explicit. These channels carried blood, not sacrifice for gods, but maintenance, a cost paid regularly, calmly, without spectacle, a reminder that memory required effort, and that effort required consequence. Blood, they believed, anchored thought to flesh. Without it, memory drifted. With it, the past could be renewed, reinforced, remembered correctly. It was not faith, it was practice, as methodical as agriculture or masonry. Then the jungle went quiet. Not gradually, not seasonally, suddenly, as if something had passed through and taken sound with it. Birds vanished from familiar paths. Insects ceased their rhythms. The forest did not feel dead, it felt withheld. Hunters returned pale and shaken. They spoke of paths that felt wrong beneath their feet, of clearings they had crossed their entire lives and now refused to enter. Rivers briefly reversed course, then corrected themselves, as if reality hesitated. The elders noticed changes within themselves first, not confusion, not illness, absence. They remembered names, faces, lineages stretching back generations, but they forgot obligations, reasons, the invisible threads that bind one moment to the next. They forgot promises. Treaties lapsed without protest. Rituals ended halfway through. The calendar no longer aligned with the seasons. The city did not collapse, it hollowed. Alcazar wrote that the threat was not violent. It did not destroy what it touched. It consumed selectively, carefully, with patience. It fed on memory itself, leaving bodies intact, leaving buildings untouched, leaving only absence where meaning once lived. A city could stand forever in such a state and still be gone. The council gathered knowing there would be no reversal. If memory sustained the threat, memory would be withdrawn. Not hidden, not guarded, removed. Records were read aloud one final time, then burned. Parents refused to answer children's questions. Children were forbidden from asking them. No one was allowed to mourn, because mourning preserves memory. On the final night, Yalun'kai did not end in fire or chaos. It ended in silence. A silence so complete it frightened even those who had chosen it. At dawn, the people walked into the jungle in different directions. No one was permitted to look back. By midday, names slipped away. By dusk, purpose vanished. Centuries later, explorers found ruins and could not explain their unease. Soldiers camped too close and woke unable to speak their own language. Journals ended mid-sentence. Modern researchers tried again. They reported migraines, lost time, failing equipment, and a sense of interruption, as if they had arrived mid-thought. One field note survived. The ruins feel unfinished. No one suppressed the story. It simply failed to persist. Documents were misfiled. Articles went uncited. Interest dissolved without resistance. The city succeeded. It erased itself completely. And perhaps something still waits there, not sleeping, not dead, starving, waiting for us to remember just enough.